Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Network Merchandise Shop. Pick up your logo merchandise by heading over to abvnetwork.com, clicking on Shop, and start filling your basket today. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for something for yourself, a customized gift, or logoed items for your business gift shop, the Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. That's the number 2 in the Bar to Go. Don't forget our friends at Neely Family Distillery now ship their unique distilled spirits directly to you. To order yours, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we mail it in for Thanksgiving. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Beth Burrows, Lenny Eckstein, and Kathy Cool.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. So, yeah, we've got a fun show today. It is Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hopefully you guys are having a good time out there. Got a full day lined up of basically eating. So it's the holiday that's just focused on eating. So, yeah, it's not a bad deal. So hopefully everyone's having a good day, maybe watching a little football, hanging out with family, and having fun. We're going to have some fun, too. We have to work on the holiday, of course, which is always tough. Hence, we mail it in, just like you would do if you got called in your office today, and they're like, we just need to come in for 4 hours or so. You would mail it in. You'd be there, but you really wouldn't be doing anything. That's what we're doing today. So we'll kick this thing off with Kathy. Had something she wanted to talk about. She said, hold it for this show. So we don't know what it is, but she wanted it specifically for the Thanksgiving show. What is it, Kathy?
There are a lot of pie flavors for Thanksgiving.
Uh-huh.
And I want to know your favorite Thanksgiving pie.
Okay. All right. Your favorite Thanksgiving pie. This will be interesting because I think McNew hates all pie. I think she has all these weird things like I don't like this and I like that. I don't like so she's already shaking her head. Yes. So your favorite.
Okay. So what's your favorite Thanksgiving dessert?
No, she's got to stick to the rules. I think pie.
Okay, so
there's got to be one pie you like. Right?
No broadening.
I do hate pies. It's mostly like a crust issue. I don't like that. But
what about if it had a cookie crust?
Eat the ears.
But apple pie is different because you can at least pick the apples out of it and eat the apples. Those are good. I don't want to eat the whole pie.
What about a hostess pie?
What about pumpkin pie that you don't even have to touch the crust? Like there's no
because I don't like the texture of pumpkin pie. I like the idea of pumpkin pie. I like pumpkin flavor, but not pumpkin pie.
Didn't you just do a contest where people have to make a drink that has pumpkin puree?
Yeah, and I made myself one yesterday, and that was delicious. But the whole pie thing just doesn't work for me. But pumpkin
what about
does.
Boston cream?
Yeah, what about Boston cream? Oh,
I don't think
good.
I've ever
Boston cream's good.
No,
it's delicious.
No. But so I make a pumpkin dip. Kathy asked about my favorite dessert. A pumpkin dip. It's like cream cheese and whipped cream and pumpkin and some spices and crap. It's delicious. And
That's
you dip cookies in it.
Without the bottom.
Yeah,
that's what she doesn't like.
No, but you don't bake it. It stays cold. It's like a cold dip. It's really good.
Cold pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
I don't like pumpkin pie. I'm not into that. Lenny's furious. I'm not into pecan pie. I would say my favorite traditional Thanksgiving Day pie would be pecan pie. I do like that. It goes well with bourbon, by the way. Fantastic bourbon. You could put bourbon in it when you're making it. Yeah, that one works for me. That's going to be mine. Well, Lenny, what do we use? Is it just pumpkin pie, Lenny?
Well, is there really any other Thanksgiving pie? Every other pie is just pie.
No, it's not. It's
the sweet potato pie.
Well, what about sweet potato pie?
That's dinner. That's a food. That's
no, it's not.
That's like saying meatloaf pie. It's not a thing. So my point is Steve, what was it? Pecan pie?
Yeah.
That's for every damn day. But pumpkin pie.
I used to work in the grocery business, and matter of fact, I sold groceries, and Mrs. Smith's was a line that we carried, and all pies would spike for Thanksgiving, even like the chocolate pie and all that.
I'm
People
not
do
saying that.
all pies. Maybe it's not traditional, but
I think that's just idiocy, though. Like, do not buy other pies for Thanksgiving. Like, there's no reason. Like, I mean, I had a very weird upbringing. We eat oysters on Thanksgiving.
right.
That doesn't mean it's Thanksgiving food. Like, clearly that's not true. Just because we did it. I'm sure there was an oyster spike in my town because of me.
Oysters go in the stuffing.
I didn't
You can make oyster stuffing.
I'm sure you can. I mean,
It's like we know.
It's not like the turkey.
Pies.
You don't make oyster turkey. You make oyster stuffing with your turkey.
we just ate the oysters. We didn't. It wasn't like a condiment.
Can you still eat oysters, Lenny? With your
Hell yeah, I can.
Okay. Lenny he doesn't know what he is. You don't call him a vegetarian or anything.
Are you a flexitarian?
Yes.
That's what my friend calls herself.
Maybe. I don't know. I like bivalves.
Yeah. You know what he likes is the fish in a can. Any of the fish that you can find in a can he likes.
I had it yesterday.
Tin fish.
Yes.
Yeah, he loves all that stuff.
Yeah.
And he's Mr. Super Healthy. But that's
Apparently this is a thing. I saw somebody else make a post yesterday about how he was stocking up for winter and bought cases of fish in a can because apparently for the protein or whatever, if you're in an area where you can't get out, apparently it's good for you.
It's very good for you.
I guess.
It's convenient too. What are you going to carry that is that convenient? You could carry Pop-Tarts or you could carry Wild Planet, Wild Yellowtail.
I would take the Pop-Tarts.
I'm going to go Pop-Tarts. It'll probably be 3 hours later, but
Pop-Tarts in
we got a good Beth question. Since it's Thanksgiving, we can talk about whatever. Beth, Pop-Tart, toaster, or just right out of the package, or both?
It depends on which one you're doing.
Well,
if it's a brown sugar cinnamon, it better be toasted.
Absolutely, that's the right answer.
What about the cherry one?
Cherry, strawberry, you can toast them. That's totally cool, but you can also eat those directly out of the package.
But it's fine if you toast them. Matter of fact, there's times when McNew thinks you're crazy. Matter of fact, she's looking disgusted right now. She thinks you can't toast any of them.
Much worse.
Yeah.
They're in a packet. Why would I take time to toast them when I can just walk out the door?
They're delicious.
Because have you ever had the brown sugar cinnamon toasted? Because it's so much better.
No, because I'm weird about those, and I only like the strawberry ones. I don't really look at the other flavors.
That's fine.
But you get them without the frosting, right? The frosting.
No, you have to have frosting. They're trash.
No, the frosting is creepy.
It's good.
The frosting's good.
That's what makes it. Why the hell would I eat a sticky tart thing without frosting?
What Beth said is right. What you guys are saying just it doesn't even relate.
And when it comes to pie, Dutch apple. Y'all just totally, you went over the Dutch apple.
Dutch apple pie is awesome.
That's where it's at.
There you go, Dutch apple, Lenny. Lenny's bad because he only likes pumpkin pie. Would you eat a pumpkin pie? Do they have that in Pop-Tarts? They got everything else, don't they? I'm sure they have pumpkin pie.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
You're missing. You don't. That's
it's the basic Pop-Tart. It's a PSL Pop-Tart.
Do you have all pumpkin pie stuff on Thanksgiving, like pumpkin pie Oreos?
Pumpkin pie milk? No. I mean, I'm not mad at some people rage against pumpkin beer. I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
but
it's okay.
I don't do pumpkin everything, but I just feel like pumpkin pie is fucking good. Anybody who hates on it.
Oh, I love pumpkin pie.
And it is the Thanksgiving pie.
Maybe.
You can have other ones. They're just trying to hang out with pumpkin pie.
It's they're just trash. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah, they're good. They're good on any other day. Okay, here's another example. Do you eat turkey on Thanksgiving?
Fuck yeah.
I grew up and we
eat oysters.
Turkey. Well, yeah, oysters was earlier. Then there was a turkey alternative. It was duck, goose. It was always some other bird just to fuck with. I think it was to fuck with my dad because he got annoyed by it. But my point is, I mean, a duck is a fine bird, but you don't eat it on Thanksgiving. You eat turkey on Thanksgiving. You don't
Ducks are greasy.
I don't give a shit. I don't eat any of them, but but
anymore. At that time you did. When they were serving up the duck, you ate it then, right?
I did. I was young and uninformed. Right. Now I had to be informed.
Right. What if we added turkey pot pie to the pie debate?
But that's for the next day because you take the leftovers and you make the pot pies. That's not true. For the day up.
It's also that's like if you said, "What about a pumpkin pecan pie?" Passable.
Really?
I would say
Eat it. It's a pie. I'm eating it.
So Kathy, what was your answer? Because you asked the question. What's the pie that you think is the best for Thanksgiving?
I love a pumpkin pie.
Right answer.
But if you put a pie in front of me,
no bad pies.
I'm not going to turn it away.
Is Pop-Tart a pie?
No.
Arguable.
No. Huh.
History.
Have you ever had the pumpkin pie concrete at Ted Drew's, Kathy? It's fantastic.
It's
now that's
so good.
That should be the dessert you're having at Thanksgiving.
Right.
Yeah, that thing is.
That's Thanksgiving, right?
It's called the Great Pumpkin, and it's at Ted Drew's. Yeah, probably now. They get them going early, So, well, but it's a slice of pumpkin pie thrown in their custard, and it's made thick like thicker than a blizzard even. That's what a lot of people associate it with. They're all over now, but Ted Drew's started that. They were around in the 50s. My mom and dad used to go there on dates and stuff to Ted Drew's, and everybody copied off of them, including Dairy Queen with their blizzards. So yeah, and they even admit it. Dairy Queen does.
Oh, they have to.
No, Ted Drew's isn't going to sue him. He's fine with it. All right. Ted Drew's, here's another weird thing. When I was a little kid, and I'm talking 4 years old, Ted Drew's was an old man. Now I'm an old man myself, and Ted Drew's is still around, and he's an old man. He's still an old man. I don't understand. How old was Ted Drew's when I was 4? I don't know.
Alien.
I know. Kathy, you grew up around here, right? He was on TV when we were little kids, and he was an old man. He was a little old man. Come on in, guys and gals. It's good. And now he's an old man. He's still around.
You know what? He was probably like 27 or 30 because people they used to look older. They did. The people in sitcoms, I'd be like, oh my God, they're so old. I thought they were in their 40s. But parents of sitcoms when I was growing up were like my age now. And I'm like, that's not possible.
That's what's going on with Ted Drew's. I don't know. He's been around forever though.
Always looks old.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's Thanksgiving. It is still time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with McNew. McNew, what do you got?
I have some Weller 107. There's not a lot left in it.
Okay, terrible. It's gonna beat me. I've got the Old Overholt 114, but it is, as Beth has stated, it is a screw top. All right, Beth, you're next. What do you got?
So I've got Knob Creek Single Barrel Select Rye. It's the Speed Rack selection.
Oh, nice.
So all of the Speed Rack ladies came together at Camp Wandawega in Wisconsin, and they picked this. And
okay, that's legit. No, that's good.
Was it all right? Okay, it sounded great on my end.
Yeah, it sounded good, and it's got the lead now. But McNew didn't have much there, so Beth certainly has the lead. But there's still 2 more people to go, so don't celebrate just yet. All right, Kathy, you're next. What do you got?
I have a Grass Widow whiskey. It is a Westport wine and whiskey.
Okay, no, not as good as Beth's. Not as good as Beth's. She had a good one. So Lenny, you're up next. What do you got?
Well, because it's Thanksgiving, I've got a bottle of Deer Hammers Buna Vista Brandy. I think that's a Thanksgiving thing.
Yes, it is. It's traditional Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Distillery only, 100 proof, 3 years matured in American single malt, ex-American single malt barrels. Pretty tasty stuff. We'll see what the cork does.
Okay. I like it. It was good. It was cute. Real high pop. But Beth wins that. Beth had the best one. So Beth, you won. You won your first cork bottle.
Yay! Cheers,
gang.
Welcome aboard.
Mm-hmm.
I did it. My mom would be so proud.
All right. We'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to continue to mail it in for Thanksgiving. What are we going to be talking about? Heck, I have no idea. We'll do that in just a few. Hello, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, and I'm excited to announce a brand new partnership with Leatherwood Distillery in Pleasant View, Tennessee. Many of you have perhaps heard of Leatherwood via our co-host on the Bourbon Daily, Kaylee Baker, who works there. Well, they're now an official sponsor of the network, and we look forward to everyone getting to know a little bit more about them. Company founder Andrew Lang brought his brewing and distilling hobby with him during his years of service as a Green Beret in the United States Army. Whether he was at his home base of Fort Campbell or during tours of duty in places like Italy or Afghanistan, Lang distilled whatever was available to him locally. We are excited about getting to know Andrew Lang and his team better via our programming and are planning a trip down there for the ABV Network crew very soon. In the meantime, check them out at leatherwooddistillery.com, where they will ship bottles directly to you, including their special Remembering 9/11 series, which is raising money for military charities. Seriously, get out there, buy some bottles, help a good cause, and let us know what you think. We're really excited about this partnership. Hello, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, and let's talk for a moment about our sponsors, the people that make this show happen. First up is our friends at Moonshine University. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification at their office in Louisville. The information I learned through lead instructor Colin Blake and their team there is something that I continue to draw upon frequently in my role at the ABV Network. It truly is the standard of establishing a benchmark of knowledge of the bourbon industry. From history to production to brands and people, it's all there. Check out their full listing of programs, including Executive Bourbon Steward certification, production classes if you're considering starting a distillery, and much more at moonshineuniversity.com. I also want to talk about Neely Family Distillery. Back in May of 2018, I met Royce Neely at Limestone Branch's Craft Bourbon Festival. It ended up not only being the start of a great friendship, I started to truly learn about what makes craft whiskey so amazing. You see, I had been a bourbon drinker for over 30 years at that point, and like many people who had been drinking bourbon a long time, I was hard-coded into thinking big bourbon was where it was at and craft was on a journey to get there. Spending time with Royce and learning the things he does to make his whiskey taste better started to really get me to appreciate how things like sweet mashing, open top fermentation, pot distillation, and the grains you are using not only makes your product taste better coming off the still, but also out of the barrel as well. I still love heritage brands and they make up a bulk of my collection. But when you find a craft distiller that is truly dedicated to the craft of distilling, you are drinking some of the best whiskey out there on the market today. That's exactly what's happening at Neely Family Distillery today. Check them out on the web at neelyfamilydistillery.com, or better yet, stop by and see them at their distillery in Sparta, Kentucky. And now, back to the show.
This is also Freddie Mills going underneath the alias of Danny Kennard. You can find me on Facebook at any time. Just look up Danny Kennard, but I am Freddie Mills. Trust me.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're milling in for Thanksgiving, probably arguing about pies. Hey, everybody.
Yeah. So, McNew, you seem to be, every holiday you're totally into, and you have all these traditions and things like that. Obviously started by your mom. You've kind of taken it to the next level on some of these things. What are you doing today for Thanksgiving?
So Thanksgiving, we don't really get into. My brother and his wife do a big party on Wednesday night. Okay. So we always go over to their house. Oh my gosh, my sister-in-law just like makes beautiful food. Like her whole table looks like a damn charcuterie board.
Like Martha Stewart-esque, you know.
She is. Like, she
like
just
everything's
does
perfect in that.
beautifully. Yeah. She loves hosting. So we go over there and it's friends and family. So just a whole house full of people. My mom, though.
He's got 6 kids, so he's starting out with a full house, to be fair.
Yeah, it's already a full house.
6 kids. That's a crazy.
Yeah, so it's always a good time over there. And we drink, we play cards, whatever. Thanksgiving Day, though, my mom likes to still make her own turkey because my dad likes leftovers and there's never any leftover from my brother's party. So she makes a whole damn turkey. So if Chris and I don't have something better going on, we'll just go over there and play games with them and eat with them. We don't really do a whole lot for Thanksgiving.
Not big into the Thanksgiving stuff. So
it's not that. It's just kind of like, I mean, I like decorating. There's only so much you can do to decorate for Thanksgiving. Like I have a turkey I put out, like a little wooden one. What else am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Like
we definitely are not into Thanksgiving at our house. So our Thanksgiving for years has been the unit of 4. So my mom, wife, daughter, and me. But my kid hates Thanksgiving. She can't stand it. So she tries to go on vacation. She's in Greece right now as we record this. So she's not in Thanksgiving. So we're talking about, because it's only 3, to see if we can find a place to go. And particularly we want to go to a place that's going to get the kid mad. So we're going to see if there's any good fancy place. Because she likes steaks and go to nice places. So we're going to be sure, because she's posting all these Greece photos. We're going to post one of us at a cool restaurant. Is the idea. If any place is open.
I don't know if she's going to care if she's in Greece, but
she cares. She always cares. She'll care. Okay, Kathy, what do you do for Thanksgiving? Anything?
So I have my mom. We have 3 kids in our family, and she used to get pissed. So in college, I could not come home for Thanksgiving one year, and I had to work because I worked, and she got pissed off. And so that year for Thanksgiving, she made barbecued chicken legs and potato salad as a like, she was battling against me. I'm like, I have to stay at school and I have to work, and this is how I have to do. And she said, okay, if you don't come home, this is what we have. And they had barbecued chicken legs and potato salad. Okay. That's my worst Thanksgiving.
She's punishing you, but you're not even there. So
I wasn't even there.
It's a weird mom type of thing to do, I think. Yeah. We'll teach you, Kathy. What we're going to have now is we're going to have barbecue chicken legs and potato salad. Yeah. Everyone else gets punished, really, but you. But she's getting at you, so that's a mom thing. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. I get it. Beth, how about you? What do you do for Thanksgiving?
So it changes up a little bit. This year is probably going to be a little different as well. I come from a very large family. So my dad and my stepmom are in Western New York. So they will have their Thanksgiving. I don't typically get to make it home for that, because I usually have to pick like a holiday to get up there and spend time. But they'll go to my uncle's house and have an amazing, potluck of sorts that they all bring together. My mom and my stepdad are in Florida, most likely, in their they have a condo down there. They live in Kentucky most of the time, but they are snowbirds. So they head down to there. And I used to spend it with a significant other's family. We'll see what that looks like this year. So things are different.
Okay. Things are different this year. What part of Florida do you mind us asking?
So they have a condo in Fort Myers.
Fort Myers. Oh yeah. Wow. That's the St. Louis of Florida down there. a lot of St. Louis people go to Fort Myers.
Do they really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They love it. It's, since I was a kid, they've had a condo in Fort Myers.
My favorite is right across the bridge there, though. I like Sanibel Island, so right there by Fort Myers. So it's cool. It's my favorite place to go in Florida. Other than Key West, I do love Key West, but that's for different reasons. So totally different vacation experience, Key West.
Different vibes.
Yeah. It ends up being almost like survival. 3 or 4 days into Key West, you're like, oh, I just hope I make it to the end here. All right, Lenny, how about you? What do you do for Thanksgiving? So here's where we're at. So Lenny grew up kind of traditional and then shifted away from traditional, apparently, to get to at his father. Now Lenny doesn't eat any of that kind of stuff anymore. So now you have a son, though. So what's your Thanksgiving like?
Well, I feel like I have to start with growing up Thanksgiving, which was for as far back as I can remember. We would drive from Philadelphia down to the Outer Banks, North Carolina, every Thanksgiving, and it was that was our Christmas. It was like the best holiday, and we all loved it, and I still have the best memories of it. And it was, going fishing in the ocean and eating oysters and eating birds that weren't turkey typically. And
a lot of Banks is cool, Rob.
Yeah, and like I've got a loud family, a lot of fuckery going on. People like trying to annoy each other, probably on purpose. I loved it. But at a certain point, when I moved away and I'm living in Colorado now.
And I watched that show Parking Wars, and I always think that's what the Eckstein family must be like, because you're from Philadelphia.
I mean, it probably is.
I just watched It's Always Sunny and feel like that might be it.
Yes, that's very appropriate. Yes. So I moved away, and I still tried every year or so. I would try to fly back. At one point, I convinced Amy that it was the best Thanksgiving ever. And we caught a flight and we got back there and we didn't arrive till about 5:15, 5:30. And we got there and we rolled in. We're like, hey, what's up, everybody? And they're like, hey, we already ate. I thought to myself, like, you knew we were flying here. It's dinner time. Did you fucking have to start eating at noon? And I said that. It wasn't a thought. I was like, I'm disappointed. I flew across country and you ate dinner already? And you're giving me leftovers now, like McNew style? And their answer was, well, the kids wanted to eat. Fuck you guys. I'm never coming back again. And I never have.
Yeah. Think about this. When you were a kid, how much say did you get in anything? My dad didn't give me a vote on one goddamn thing ever.
You got told to like shut up and go play. We'll let you know. Like,
shut up and sit down.
And get what you get. So you get it.
Fast forward to modern times, and like I don't have patience for everything. Like I'm not going to fly on Thanksgiving anymore. It's just too much. I mean, it costs a lot. It's hectic. It's not worth it. So now, I don't know what we're going to do this year, but previous years, we just drive somewhere. Like,
your parents moved by you. Do you have Thanksgiving with them? I know they're not necessarily close. They're somewhat near, but obviously way different than they were in Philadelphia. Now,
we have. I mean, we've had them over Thanksgiving, but we also sometimes will. Like last year, we drove out to Moab, Utah, and went mountain biking and went out to eat for Thanksgiving in an Indian restaurant. It was awesome. Like, we've kind of like de-escalated the relevance of Thanksgiving. Now we just use it as an excuse to do something fun.
Okay. Well,
yeah, we'll see what we do this year.
Okay. Can I go along? I'll take that as a no. I'll take that as a no. All right, point taken, Lenny. All right. Are you coming into Louisville in December? Weren't you going to some convention or something? December 2nd or 3rd?
Yeah, I'm not yet. So yeah, the Craft Distilling Trade Association, American Craft Spirit Association, is having their annual event, but nobody's talking about it. I feel like they're afraid that they're still stuck in like, it might get canceled kind of. I don't know. Otherwise, I'm planning on coming out. I got it on the calendar. I might come out next weekend for that event at Neely's. I don't know.
Oh, really? For the book signing?
Maybe. I don't know. Shit going on. I want to see if I can put it together.
Come on, man. You should be there. Yeah,
I'm going to try. Yeah.
Beth Wells might be there. I mean, that's probably what's drawing you there. You wait to see until she officially commits. If Beth commits, he'll be there. She's on the fence right now. Yeah, Bronner told me he's got family stuff. Well, she never has family stuff. One time I was at a card game and he forgot his wife was there. And someone asked him, Bronner, how old's your son? He's like, fuck if I know. How the hell would I know that? And his wife descended upon him quicker than shit and said, this is your son. You don't know how old he is?
You're like, I'm drunk. How would I know?
It was so great. It was
younger than the whiskeys I'm drinking tonight. That's how old it is.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the point people are making.
Lenny, if you're there, oh my God, I would love to get your autograph in my book.
There you go. Kathy's going to be there. She's
wow.
She's driving out for it. Yeah, she's already planning on being there.
Start practicing.
That and Danny is going to be there too, right? Is he the other one who's driving out? Is it Danny? Yeah, it is Danny.
Yeah,
so
Danny's already booked his hotel and everything.
which is always a trip. You get Danny with unlimited booze. Yeah.
And he always has the DD. His wife is a damn saint. Like that woman.
Yeah, his wife drives him around everywhere. So
yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to make sure. Like Bill Lewis is coming to visit next week, so I don't want to like leave while he's arriving.
Okay.
All right. Oh yeah.
Hopefully you'll figure that out. That'll be good to figure out. But yeah. Last time we were out there with Danny, he apologized for, I'm not kidding you, 30 minutes to Royce because he bought $300 worth of meat out of the cooler. Because Royce, of course, he has a partnership with the farm where he gives his spent grain to, and then the farmer then sells him some meat that he sells there. And Danny bought $300 worth and apologized that he bought too much and he's worried about other. And Royce is like, I want to sell every item in there. I don't care. I'm glad you bought it. And he's like, but I apologize. I probably bought. You may have someone that comes in and wants it. Now you'll be out of stock. He's like, I don't care if I'm out of stock because they sold it. I don't care. And then so Danny apologized for 30 minutes. Royce is annoyed. Danny goes in and falls off a chair and breaks his chair. Doesn't say shit. Doesn't apologize or anything. He's just like, "Hey, that chair's broke."
I'm not sorry.
Broke the thing right here. Turned it into kindling. Even Papaw couldn't fix it. He can fix anything.
Papaw fixes everything.
He fixes everything. He couldn't fix that chair. Nothing he could do. He turned it into kindling. Yeah,
That's funny.
Andy didn't say anything about that. Then we asked him about it when he sobered up, and he was like, "That thing jumped out from underneath me. There's something wrong with it mechanically. It's a chair. It's not a mechanical item at all."
Maybe it was supposed to be, and it wouldn't have broken.
I don't know. I'm not sure what happened.
I saw a guy sit on a chair and it broke underneath him. I was walking along the beach this summer, and is there anything better than watching that?
Yeah.
No, like you have to laugh, right? Like you can't not laugh at that. Like,
Well, the guy was laughing at himself. He called himself a fat ass, and he was. And I'm just a bystander.
Feel bad.
That's the best.
Oh yeah, that happened to me one time at Total Wine at the liquor raffle. I was doing a podcast, and I had my table, look like a VIP. I got my own table on podcast and just talking by myself. And I got one of those, the modern day lawn chairs, the camping type chair. And that thing just folded out from underneath me. I'm talking, all of a sudden, boom, I just hit the ground. And then what do you got to do? I mean, you got to act like you're cool, like you wanted to do it. I don't know what the hell you did. There's no recovering. There's no recovering from that.
I'd blame it on Total Wine or something. Who Brian this chair?
You just pull like double finger guns at anybody that saw you.
Exactly. Yeah. So that was something else. So yeah, Kathy, you missed that one. You should have been out there. Yeah.
I should have been
before I knew Kathy. So
Kathy would have caught you. I have a feeling
she would have. Yeah, she would
have been there.
She'd have done the right thing. She'd have caught me.
Mm-hmm.
Another kind of awesome thing about Thanksgiving, kind of not awesome, but also awesome, is it the day after Thanksgiving is that shopping season?
Yeah.
Black Friday.
Okay,
yeah.
Black
the
Friday.
shopping season. I don't know if that's cool or not, but what I do think is cool is drunk shopping season, which is the same thing, obviously, but it happens late at night after a few glasses of bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
And prior to this episode, I might have just drunk ordered a surfboard.
Really?
Yeah. It's I just got an email and it was on sale. I was like, well, I have to have that board. I live in Colorado and it's the winter and I just bought a surfboard.
You needed a surfboard.
Yeah. I mean,
The thing is, did drunk you know that you ordered it, or did sober you find out that drunk you ordered it?
the former. I knew that I shouldn't.
Okay.
It's I don't know. Maybe tomorrow I'll regret it, but it seemed like a good idea.
Yeah.
Anything you order is always a good idea, whether you remember it or not.
I mean,
sometimes I
remember it.
surprises from myself, but that's fine.
Yeah, I love surprising myself.
Who in Colorado doesn't need a sixth surfboard?
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
Everybody needs one.
But
Nothing else. It's a beautiful wall adornment for you.
Exactly. That was what I was thinking. Yes, it's blue. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was calling my name. So I call it early Black Friday.
Yes. Beth, one time Lenny decided to get a motorcycle and he didn't tell his wife. And he thought, I need a little bit of time to break this to her. So he told the dealer just to hang on to it. I'm buying it, but you can hang on to it for like 30 days. That'll give him the appropriate amount of time to bring it up to his wife. Well, the insurance, of course, had to get it insured. And the insurance called with a follow-up question to the house, talked to his wife, Amy, and talked about the motorcycle he bought. And
I got a text while I was at the dealership. She's like, what's going on?
What did you do?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So uncool.
He got in so much trouble.
I still dislike that insurance agent. He's lucky he still has our business, but
I feel like I'm dropping this. We're getting new insurance.
I
Don't care how much it costs.
Yeah, there wasn't a thing where she couldn't even you got to keep it, but then there was a while when she couldn't even look at it. She could not see that motorcycle. She was so angry.
It was parked at the Barrel Rack house for over a month. So she didn't see it. I love that.
At least you know the boundaries. At least you know.
Yeah.
It's one of my best purchases ever.
Listen, hard lines in the sand need to be drawn, but they can't be drawn until that hard line gets found. So,
Well, yes.
Yeah. Anything else, King? Kathy?
No,
anything else?
No, I just want to respect Beth Burrows for what you just said to Lenny.
Yeah. A lot of wisdom.
That
How
was
you
My
doing,
AirPod
Kathy?
died. I don't know what you said.
Yeah. She just
I just
respects
got
you.
back.
Yeah, she just respects you for what you said.
Oh.
you were given good advice.
Give it time.
Yeah.
It'll go away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
PB.
Kathy, you made it barely though. You're
She's
what do
got
you
a
Will
little
they make it too?
what?
Yeah.
Will they make
Did
it
it.
too?
The end of the shows. Yeah. Well, this is
Howdy.
it. We're at the end of
Oh
the show.
yeah.
You made it.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
I have stamina.
That'll be good for the Bourbon Burn next year.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. We're going to the Bourbon Burn. So yeah, get on with us, gang. Information should be out soon. So here we are, November 25th. Sometime in January, registration begins. So get ready. Bourbon Burn 2022. ABV Network Crew. Yeah.
You can see Kathy Cool there.
Kathy Cool will be there. There you go. There you go. All
Lenny's
right.
bringing the surfboard. It's gonna be great.
Lenny's got a surfboard. Perfect. Middle of Kentucky. Perfect. Bring the surfboard. We'll get good use out of it. All right. We'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Beth, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
For sure. People can find me on Instagram at Bourbon Bella or on Facebook under Beth Burrows.
All right. Kathy.
I am on Facebook at Kathy Cool.
All right. Lenny.
You can find myself and the rest of Deerhammer on social media at Deerhammer, on the web at deerhammer.com. You can also order all of Deerhammer stuff shipped to your door. And you can come visit us in beautiful Buna Vista, Colorado, where I might be Black Friday drunk ordering surfboards.
Yes. Yeah. For me, come up to Brentwood Total Wine, and I'll be sitting in line trying to get my Bourbon County Stout early in the morning on Black Friday. So if you want to hang out, I'll be there. Hopefully my chair does not break. That's going to
I
be
was gonna say in a broken chair. That's what it's
yeah.
gonna
I
be.
hope not. I already humiliated myself there once. McNew, where can people find you?
I am on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out because everything that we do is out there. All of our movie information is out there. We've got all of our blogs. We got the shop, of course. We got my book. You want to buy my book? It's right there on the main page. So check us out, abvnetwork.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right, great job today, gang. For our audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Have a great Thanksgiving. Take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye, buddy. Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye.
Yes, pumpkin pie.
Turkey Day.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's chat for a moment about Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you just want to experiment on a small scale on the stove in your kitchen or try your hand at a bigger setup in the backyard, Moonshine Still Pro can help. They have different still offerings as well as accessories and even grains from Goldstone Mill to help you make whiskey on par with what you get from your favorite distillery. They can even assist with a DIY still project by supplying some of the parts you can't make yourself. Check them out at moonshinestillpro.com. At the ABV Network, we're lucky enough to have some great friends. Amongst those friends is the Goldstein family, owners of Goldstone Mill. Goldstone Mill is a full-service mill offering a variety of heritage and heirloom grains. Their unique approach of working with mills around the country allows them to offer you affordable shipping opportunities to meet the unique needs of your distillery or brewery. They will consult with you to ensure the grains you are selecting meets the unique flavor profiles you are looking for. If you are a home brewer or distiller and you're looking for the grains that your local distillery or brewery uses, Goldstone Mill is the place to look. Check them out on the web at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or shoot them an email at hello@goldstonemill.com.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.